So question, do I have 3 minutes or 5 minutes?
5.
Just had to ask. Let me clarify one thing. I'm the 2009 Small Business Leader for the North Council of Jacksonville Regional Commerce, not the Jacksonville Regional Chamber of Commerce 2009, the leader. There's 9 other small business leaders across this city and all the chambers. Who's chamber members here? Cool. Those are not. We're looking to grow. Even Miss White, I'm also part of the First Coast African American Chamber of Commerce. I've been there for 5 years. That's where I met Gabe quite a few years ago. And 2 years ago, I was pushed out to go part of the Chamber of Commerce, and that's where I started my business, Identity Theft Awareness Group of North Florida, as a prepaid legal services, Inc., Incorporated. Identity theft. How many people have heard of identity theft here? Raise your hand. How many people know what identity theft is? You heard of financial identity theft? You know, that's only 22% of the identity theft cases out there in the marketplace. The other ones are in front of you. I have 6 other known types of identity theft. Driver's license, social security number, normally is a criminal type identity theft where you need an attorney like Fred here. Because identity theft is a legal situation. You need an attorney when you have identity theft out there in the marketplace. The fastest growing crime in identity theft right now is medical identity theft. How many people have a job or a business? Great. You know how many illegals in our country don't have a job? They don't have medical insurance? That's why medical identity theft is the fastest growing crime right now with identity theft out there. They don't, you lose your wallet or your purse, you go get a duplicate driver's license, you get a new social security card or credit card, you cancel and delete your credit cards and everything out. But also in your wallet or your purse is a medical insurance card. What's on the front of it? Your name and your account number. There's no photo on it. You know what's on the back of it? Customer service, how to contact your medical insurance company, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Aetna, wherever they have. And what the thieves are doing, they're taking that information on the back. They're calling your medical insurance company, they're changing your address. Because guess what? They'll go have babies, they'll have HIV tests, they're having major surgeries. And you don't know because you didn't get the bill in the mail that you just had a major surgery or you just had a baby. Until, like a lady out in 2006, a lady in Utah, she has, her youngest child is 3 years old. She has 4 children. She got a knock on the door from Child Protection Services saying, hey, we're coming to take your other kids because your 10-day-old baby that's a crack baby you left in the hospital. We're coming to take your other children. She had to prove that she did not have a baby 10 days ago. So how do you do that, ladies? Yeah.
I didn't do that.
You go to a full exam. You go out and get a full examination. That's not, you're not happy to have unless you really know you just had a baby. How many people were in Florida in 2007, probably September 2007? Remember on CNN News about the gentleman, the cop killer in South Florida, in Miami? Remember that? The gentleman, somebody shot a police officer. They were doing home invasions out in South Florida. And they shot a person, killed him, killed a police officer, and they were on the run. So what they did, the police officer would have taken off. They got the license plate number. They put in the license plate number. They came up with a gentleman's name. Here's the gentleman's name. But he actually lives on the west side of Jacksonville. He was at home while they were chasing him in Miami. Because what happened the summer prior to, he was in South Beach, lost his wallet. The thieves used his driver's license. They registered their car that they were doing criminal activities with this gentleman on the west side of Jacksonville-Florida with his driver's license, his account number and everything. So when the police officer put in the license plate number, it showed this gentleman who lives on the west side of Florida, Jacksonville. So the police, CNN News, had this guy's picture all across the TV. Cop killer. You know what happened if he walked out of his door? He had probably been shot on the spot. But he was an innocent victim of identity theft because he lost his wallet. Financial credit identity theft. How many people have a countrywide home loan? My wife does on her townhouse that we're renting out. How many people have Bank of New York Mellon financial services in Jacksonville? Nobody? Gosh, my wife has that too on the 401k. She got hit twice last year. But they don't tell you till 6 to 8 months after that they had a data breach, that there was a data breach. And about that time, they say, you know what, we're gonna give you 12 months of monitoring. How many military retires, reserve, partial, family member, military? Nobody, just me, I'm retired Navy. 2005, remember the military lost 26.5 million records on a laptop, and the VA, what they do, they monitor the records for 12 months. Also during that time, 400,000 dead people applied for credit and got it. Because the thieves are smart enough to know that they're gonna give you 12 months of monitoring. So right then, they said, well, the dead people, no one's gonna monitor that. So they go out and they build credit. And they wait till 13, 14 months afterwards, a year and a half afterwards, because they have all that credit file on all of us that they're monitoring credit right now. And they know that after 12 months, you're not gonna be monitored anymore. Because a lot of people say, well, it's not gonna happen to me, I'll just wait till it happens and I'll get identity theft. Be proactive, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you now, because you don't want anyone to take your good name or your credit, because it's harder to build it afterwards if you're not proactive. How many people have a car alarm in the parking lot? How many people got a fire or home alarm in their house? You're protecting that, why not protect your name? That's what you need to do, because the thieves are out there. Thieves are out there, and it's the normal time, it takes anywhere from 150 to 600 hours to rebuild your credit and your identity. And that time, the banks are open what time of day? 9 to 5. The stores are open from 9 to 5. Some of them stay open until 10 o'clock at night. And the courts are open from 9 to 5. And they're hard to get to while you're at work, or your employees at work, and they're trying to rebuild their identity. That's why we ask you to be proactive in how to do that. FACTA, everybody heard of the FACTA law? Business owners? HR people? I guess HR people in house.
Yes.
You heard of FACTA? Fair and Accurate Credit Transaction Act came out in 2003. President Bush gave that to everybody. Because of all that, it's a new identity theft law that the Federal Trade Commission asked President Bush to pass. In 2005, they updated FACTA. Annualcreditreport.com, everybody heard that? You seen the TV commercial? Annualcreditreport.gov. That's the one where you got paid $29.95. Annualcreditreport.com, that's a free one where the government gives you an annual credit report once a year. If you do that, once a quarter, go to a different, there's three credit monitoring companies. So once a quarter, we recommend you go to a different credit monitoring company once a quarter and get a credit file on yourself to review it. It's free, get it. But you need to monitor it. We monitor you, my company, we monitor you on a 24/7 basis. We monitor your financial credit, we monitor in your post office, if your mail address been changed, we monitor your driver's license and your social security number. You heard of Crow, anybody heard of Crow background American? Enron?
Yeah.
Crow is the largest risk management company in the world, not the United States, but in the world. And they're working for the government now, doing the risk management for Enron right now. They're finding out what happened to all the money with Enron. That's who Crow is. I work with Crow and prepaid legal services, and that's what we do. Is, not just a legal plan, but we also have identity theft monitoring for you, and we protect you and your family members. Less than $1 a day, which is not bad services, because who else has